What's going on, everybody? We're here live, and I got something cool that I want to go over today. I know it might be mundane, might not seem that important, but it is extremely important for your business. So we're going to be going over how to plan your week for your business so you can make sure you're not wasting your time doing activities that don't move the needle and don't get deals done. So let me make sure all my streams are live. We won't be going live for too long, but yeah, so let's get going. Let's see, I think I'm good. All right, let's see. Okay, so I believe everyone can see my screen. So what I'm going to be going over today, guys, is I don't know if a lot of you know, but I created a book called the 90-Day Wholesaling Playbook, and all it is a system to work out of if you want to get 1 to 3 deals within 90 days. It goes over all your metrics and what you need to do. So I'm going to show you guys how to plan your week. You have access to this. If you guys want access to this playbook, you have apps. It's absolutely free. If you go to the the school group, if you go here to the Start Here section in classrooms, it's just under the 90-Day Wholesaling Playbook. It's you have a digital copy that's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it, and it has access to everything in the book if you want to print it out yourself, or if you want a physical copy that's super easy, that's already printed for you, and it comes with a couple bonuses. You can check it out there. But this isn't necessarily to sell you guys or tell you guys that you need to buy this book, but it is to tell you that you need a system. You need a system in play so when you're taking action, you're not just wasting your time. So let me get my everything set up again. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to show you how I plan my week and what numbers we keep track of, right? So this thing is upside down because I got the little camera recording it, so it's gonna be kind of hard to write. But basically, I'm gonna walk you through it. At the beginning of your week, what you should be doing if you tracked your numbers for the previous week, you should have all this filled out. This should already be filled out, okay? But since this is a new week, and let's just assume that I haven't filled anything out, you're going to be filling out your daily numbers in here, and they should equal something around here for each metric, right? So I think before we get into what you need to do every day, let's get into this at the front, so at the top. So right here is a 90-day playbook, so it keeps track of 13 weeks. Let's just assume we're in week 8. You just put the date up here. You want to write down your top priorities of the week. So out of all the things that happen to you, all the things that seem important, you need to keep track and do these things, right? So this is upside down, so I'm not gonna be able to write, but let me just talk about it. So first thing, if you're not keeping track of your numbers in your company and you're just working, that's fine. Like, that's better than not working, but you could say, okay, I need to dial in my numbers so I know how much I'm doing. So that could be number 1, right? To be like, track your numbers. Number 2, depending what model you're going for, if you're doing direct to seller, you need to figure out your direct to seller marketing, right? Because your business is nothing without leads, right? And maybe you don't know what to do, so you need to figure out if you're going direct to seller, direct to wholesaler, or direct to agent. Figure out your marketing strategy. Once you figure those things out, you need to take action, right? So let's say that's where you're at. You just don't know how to generate leads consistently, and you want to pick one. Well, I got a good tool for you. Again, in the school, you could just go right here to classrooms, and you could go to lead generation, right? Inbound if you have money, outbound if you don't have a lot of money, and if you don't have any money at all, not even for like a software that's like $100 a month, then there are other trainings that you can access if you're a premium member that show you exactly how to find leads for free, okay? Let's see, finding buyers, pre-flip method. Okay, finding deals. There's a lot of training in here on how to find deals through JV methods that are absolutely free. You could check that out. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is if you don't have a system to generate leads, you need to do that. That's one of the most important things in this business, and then you need a sales process. So let's assume that you don't have a way. So this would be figure out a way to track numbers. This would be generate leads and then take them through a specific sales process, practice the sales process. Those would be like the first 3 things, right? All right, so these are the top things I think you need to do daily in order you to move the needle in your business. So morning routine for me, It's prayer, a gratitude journal, and reading the Word of God, reading a good book, right? It depends if you believe in God. I invite everyone to believe in God. It helps you. God is great. So I believe if you do a morning routine before work, you become a better leader. You become a better version of yourself. So boom, you want to keep track and say, I did a morning routine every day this week. You would keep track. Okay, did I do five times? Heck yeah, I did. All right. Actually, I'm not too bad at writing upside down. Okay, attempts. This would be attempts. How many attempts are you making to reach out to direct to seller, direct to agent, direct to wholesaler? Whatever it is, you need at least 125 a week. At least, right? Like, it's easy to do that with text messaging, calling. Guys, you can do that, all right? So you need to be attempting. That's not actually connecting and having conversations. That's attempts to reach out to people and have conversations about deals, right? That moves the needle. How many conversations out of those attempts? Well, if you'd make 125 attempts, you should be at least able to do 40 conversations at least, right? And out of those 40 conversations, at least 5 of those should turn into deals. Okay, so that's what this is looking like. You have to keep track of this because at the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, you might be like, I'm working hard, but you could be doing the wrong thing. So this is why it's important to plan your week, what you're gonna do, so you don't get caught up and pulled in all the directions that don't move the needle and don't make you money. Make sure as you do them every day, you're tracking them so you know how you're doing. And then these, depending on the model you're working, how many deals are you actively working every day? You should be working at least 3 to 5 a week if you want to do 1 to 3 a month. Walkthroughs, how many of the deals you're working have you had a buyer walk through? At least 3 plus, at least 3. And then how many buyers have you received offers from? Boom, at least 3. And then do you have any contracts? What's the revenue looking like? Now, the thing that I really like is you need to be self-aware as an entrepreneur. You need to know where you are, if you're doing good, if you're not doing good, where you need to change. So this does a weekly self-reflection. At the end of the week, you ask yourself some pretty simple questions that like your boss would ask you, but you're a solopreneur, so you are the boss. So you got to ask, what worked well? What could I do better? What didn't work well? And what am I going to do to change? All right, give yourself a score. That's what planning your week looks like. Or reviewing your previous week if you already have the numbers. Now, this all comes from the 90-day wholesaling playbook. Again, you can access it for free in the school, digital form, or if you want the physical copy like I have on my desk, you can get it. It's super cheap. So anyway, I want to show you guys this because it's extremely important. If you are just running like a hamster or a hamster on a wheel, just running and nothing's happening, or you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off and you're not getting deals, well, you got to ask yourself, am I keeping track of these numbers? Do I know the effort I'm putting in? Am I doing revenue generating activities? And if I am, and it's still not working, maybe those are the things you can tweak. Maybe you're talking to the wrong wholesalers. Maybe all their deals suck and you're just JVing the wrong deals. Maybe you're talking to the wrong list of sellers. Maybe your sales process is bad. But as you do these things, you're going to be able to identify and pivot and change. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys all about today. It's pretty simple, nothing crazy. If you want access again to this information, all you got to do is go to the free school book. It's the school group. It's a service where we help you close more deals and provide you everything you need. And our goal is to help you do more deals, because if you can do more deals and bring us more deals to submit to us for us to help you, then we win too. It's a win-win scenario. Okay. So if you guys want to check this out, it's at painlessflipping.com, or you can just go straight to Painless Flipping Deal Room on school. The link's there, or just comment if you don't see the link. Again, super simple. And real quick, if any of you do submit a deal, it's just a quick, easy Google form where you just say, yeah, I agree, I want to do a deal with you guys, and here's my information, and then you just choose if it's direct to seller, direct to agent, or direct to wholesaler, and you fill out all the information. If you don't fill it all out and you leave a ton of stuff blank and we don't have all information, we just pass on it. But if you obviously fill it all out, we take a look at it, we get several submissions a day, and yeah, and if you're brand new and you don't have a deal to work, that's completely fine. That's why the school group exists as well. Go through the classroom, engage, interact with people, help people succeed. That's what we want. We want engagement, not just for the heck of it, but because the more people interact, the more people help each other, the more deals we're all going to do, the more money we're all going to make. And that's why we're here, right? We're here to provide for our families and provide the future and the lifestyle we want. We don't want to just work real estate because maybe some people love real estate. They're just like, oh, I wake up every day, I just want to do real estate, talk about real estate. I'm not like that. I do this it's a means to an end. I'm doing it to provide for my family, to serve others, and I enjoy it, but I'm assuming we all do this as a job. So we all want to use our time wisely and not just waste it. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys need anything, again, I just showed you where everything was. Have a great day. Let's crush our week, and we'll see you on the next one.